Hello everybody, my name is 711 and welcome to the playoffs, week 1 versus Pejper, who, with a little bit of hacks on my side, I smacked in the regular season, and hopefully I'm going to do it again. Necrozma set up last time and was faster in everything and two-shot everything, if not one-shot, and so I can kind of spam Psychic against this team, and Pejper still has a ground weakness, being, Tentacruel, Nidoking, Mega Manectric, and Victini, so hopefully my Dragon Dancing Zygarde can put in a lot of work. I have Tapu Koko that can do a lot of work. I have Vaporeon, which is, last time I brought Ribombee, and Ribombee didn't do a whole lot because, Nidoking bops it, and Victini bops it, Tentacruel walls it and bops it, and Skarmory bops it and can defog Sticky Web, so I decided not to bring Ribombee this week. I decided to bring Vaporeon, who's hiding back there. It's a little better matchup. Scald is good damage on pretty much everything, so that's why I brought that. Metagross, Steven, mostly there for Clefable, and Garfield, the Alolan Persian. It's going to be annoying as usual, with max HP, max speed. Jolly, we have on it Parting Shot, Taunt, Knockoff, and Foul Play, I believe. So let's get on with this battle. So last time I led with Alolan Persian, and I do lead it again. And so Pejper predicts that, and he decides to go with Clefable, which is fine. And I just go for the Parting Shot. And I go into Steven the Metagross, which walls it pretty well. As you can see, I took that Moonblast pretty well. I am carrying Shuca Berry for the Nidoking, I believe, on Steven. So that's 3 rocks. 3 rocks is nice. I switch into Garfield here because Garfield can easily wear down this Skarmory, because whether it has Drill Peck or Iron Head or Brave Bird, he's taunted now, so he has to attack, and we see he has Drill Peck over Brave Bird, so less recoil. That's pretty smart. So I predicted a switch there, and I went for Parting Shot. And good thing I did. So I go into Bronson this time instead of Metagross, because once I set up this Calm Mind, he has no switch-ins. And I brought Heat Wave instead of Power Gem, mostly because of Skarmory. So I decided not to take this big hit that's coming my way. I decided to go into Garfield, who is max HP, with that Fur Coat. V-Create, I live it. And so Milton is slow, goes out into Mega Manectric in order to take this knockoff. Very smart. And I was thinking maybe I could go into Zygarde here to take this Volt Switch, but I figured that Garfield is in range of Hidden Power Ice anyway, so I decided to just stay in. And yeah, going into Zygarde would have been nice, but since I was in range anyway, oh well. So I bring in Bronson here, and I go for Calm Mind. This is my opportunity. Like I said, he has no switch-ins. So Moonblast, I get a special attack drop, and I didn't notice this during the game. I really should be paying more attention. So I go for Photon Geyser, and it doesn't do much. And I was like, shucks. That didn't help. So now that he's now that he's +1 special attack, +1 special defense, I decided to go into Steven here. And, Iron Head is 100% the play. I go for it, eats the Babiri Berry, lives, and then gets the flinch. So yeah, I hacked him there, but he did hacks me on the Moonblast special attack drop. Without that special attack drop Photon Geyser is a 2-hit KO on Mooncake, and actually it's 2-hit KO on everything else, you know, with rocks and such for Victini. But it turns out that, you know, that Moonblast was kind of critical, that I had to switch into Steven, but then Steven Ironhead flinched him back, so I'm faster, I can Ironhead, and weak damage calced later on. Clefable did have a fire move for Steve to combat Steven whenever he lived on the Berry Berry. It turns out that it's actually at +2, it's a 50-50 roll. So it's really hard to say definitively that that Ironhead, you know, mattered in terms of surviving. But it does, since Steven is at high health, he does force this to come in. And I went for Bullet Punch here. While it doesn't do a lot of damage, it does force him to sack this Victini because he is below Rock's damage now. Because of this V-Crate, this guy is slow, and so I decided to go for the 1000 Arrows now and take out this Victini. He has no switch-ins now to 1000 Arrows, and I don't want to burn my Ice Berry, my Yachi Berry, just yet. I decided to do it now and set up. Now, this is literally the turning point in this game because, as it turns out, Tentacruel base 100 speed, Eco Revenge base 95 speed, I believe. Tentacruel is actually faster. Tentacruel is usually a more bulky type, but it is in fact faster. So this is a timid Choice Scarf Tentacruel with Ice Beam. And so I did not know that, but now that I look back at it, I really have two plays. I could either attack, I could either live on the Yachi Berry and attack, which knocks out Kraken, but the better play really would have gone straight into Vaporeon to take the Ice Beam. But like I said, I had no idea. I thought that I was just going to sweep from here. I thought that just, you know, do one Dragon Dance and then 3000 Arrows would have won me the game, would have secured me the game. But, you know, he's faster this turn because he's Scarf, and I live comfortably. I go for Dragon Dance. Okay, I thought I'd be faster, but it turns out I'm not faster. This was my, you know, my second opportunity to switch into Vaporeon, but I didn't. And Eco Revenge goes down. So that is really, really critical for me. So trying to win this game back, I go into Olmo, and like I said, Olmo is bulky, but if I was bulky offense, that Scald would have killed. And Olmo has Synchronoise for Tentacruel, which is just barely a 2-hit KO, and I have Scald for Nidoking. So I really would have been in a better position if I was bulky offense, but I just went max bulk. And so Olmo here can't Toxic anything because everything is either Poison type or whatever. I decided to go into Bronson here, but as it turns out, both Poison types that Pejper has are Scarfed. And so Taco Coco is really not going to do much in this match at all. So Olmo is in here now, and I thought he was going to switch. I didn't think about Giga Drain. I thought he was going to switch there, so I went for Scald, which is an okay play. And so now I go for Synchronoise. That does 25% damage, this Giga Drain. There's a Synchronoise, look at that, that did 59%. Beautiful damage, beautiful damage. And so now he goes into Nidoking, and I switch into Blackhawk here. And that's essentially the game because he's faster. Now if I had Sticky Web, then I really would have been in a better position. Alas, not the case. And Pejper advances in the playoffs. So congratulations to Pejper, and good luck in the rest of the season. I am not going any further in this playoffs. So really unfortunate. I had really probably the best team I ever got in terms of hyper offense. You know, with Tapu Koko, I had Zygarde, I had Necrozma, I had Metagross, which did a lot for me this season, and even Palucha. Palucha was very nice to have with this electric terrain and such. I mean, I felt I had a very, very good team, and it's almost not quite the dream team because it is a bit weak to ice, as you guys could see, but yeah, definitely a very good team. Scarf Tentacruel pretty much won him the battle because I was at +1 with Zygarde, and then, you know, 3,000 arrows would have done the trick. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will be back in a little bit with the finals battle. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed, then like this video, comment on this video, share it with your friends, and click subscribe if you haven't already. Now on that note, guys, I will see you all later. Peace.